Mount and Blade Bannerlord is absolutely beautiful. Sorry, I just have to say it really truly is. So how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord video, and today we're going to be diving in with another mod spotlight, and this is definitely a mod I highly recommend you go ahead and play for your next playthrough on the new patch, which is just coming out, because the new patch adds in some really cool stuff, kind of fine-tunes the campaign some more, and just, yeah, again, adds in some really cool stuff to make the campaign fun, and I think it'll be an absolute blast with the mod we're going to show off today. The mod we are showing off today is called the Shattered World mod. Basically, what this mod does is it shatters the world. It goes ahead and creates, I think, roughly about 15 new kingdoms on the map. It also is using the Calradia expanded mod that expands the map and adds in some more detail to the map itself. So as you can see, every kingdom around the original Calradia map has been broken up. Valandia has been broken into 3 kingdoms, the Britannians have been broken into 2, the Sturgeons into 3, the Kuzites into 2, the Asariae have been broken into 4, and all the empires have also been broken into 2 kingdoms each. So I think what this mod does is it basically just allows you to have a lot more fun in the campaign without having to worry about the Kuzites just coming to smack you down. And yeah, they still will be an issue. I think the mod manager has balanced them specifically to make them so that the Kuzites are still scary, because that's kind of their whole ploy in the entire map. They're supposed to be the Mongol horde coming at you, and you're having to repel them if you're playing anyone else besides the Kuzites, which not many people do. It's just like, yeah, well, I'll play a campaign. Oh, look, I'm going Kuzite again. But yeah, so this mod adds in, as we said, all the new kingdoms. It also adds in around about 300 new lords. So the modder has tried his best, I'm sure, through patches and updates and stuff, to balance the campaign so that there's not just one super faction that'll go around and slap everybody. If we go over here and we take a look at who's in this faction, you can also see there's a little bit of issues right here on some of the new lords, but again, I'm sure that will be fixed. This mod has just recently come out. So as one of the Empire factions, you can see they do have a ton of clans. They have the tier 6 ruling clan member. I believe he's tier 6 anyway. And then they have a tier 5, and then they have a bunch of smaller clans as well, which allows them, yeah, if we go over here, you know, tier 6 right there, you can see that. And then there's a bunch of smaller kind of clans, which again, I think is really, really fun. I think this is also really fun as well to play maybe with the permanent death on and going around killing people as well, because there's a lot of leaders out there and a lot of people you can actually kind of form bonds with, rather than everyone being so locked in, and when you fight one faction, you kind of annoy everyone he knows and loves and stuff like that. So I think, again, with the addition of the 300 extra lords into the game, I think it's going to make a really fun and dynamic campaign, because you're going to kind of get into you know, reactions with certain factions. Also, when you try and form your own kingdom, it's not going to be anywhere near as hard as it is in the base game. You are truly just going to be able to, you know, kind of find a weakened kingdom and go after them with like 200 men and probably be able to do it. As well as that, as well, something I did mention is we are also, well, this mod does also employ the Calradia expanded mod. It goes ahead and adds in a ton of beautiful scenery to the campaign map, and honestly just makes it kind of come alive. Honestly, like, from playing with the Calradia expanded mod, I'm like, oh my god, this map is bloody beautiful when they put a bit more detail into it, because yeah, this mod has done an absolutely amazing job just like adding in these farms outside of cities. It doesn't really seem like a lot, but it really does go a long way, you know, adding in like kind of roads. If we go over to the old Imperial settlements over here, like you can see an Imperial road, and it's just like, it's just small stuff like this, you know, with all these like paths and more detailed roads and stuff, like it just really does do a lot of work for the game, and definitely something that Bannerlord and Tailworld should take note of, because this really does make the campaign look absolutely beautiful, and they definitely have a really you know, great game on their hands. This mod does also work with the Roman mod as well, the Eagle Rising, and what I'll do in a second, I'll go ahead and load up that mod and show you guys just a few things I want to kind of just show you overall, because the campaign map obviously has been expanded in several areas. So yeah, I just want to kind of go run through all the clans so you guys can see them. So over in the west, we do have the Valandians. The Valandians kingdom does, you know, of Durhart, does still have 3 settlements up here, 3 major cities, and a bunch of castles. He has 3 castles, 3 cities. Down in the south, we have a new kingdom rising up, and again, it does seem like Joseph is a little bit messed up, but the Dear Atrosos, with their awesome coat of arms, looking very good. They have, I think, 2 castles, no, 3 cities and 3 castles again. So yeah, again, pretty well balanced between the kingdoms. I think that's more so what the modder's tried to do, is he's trying to make it so that the kingdoms themselves are balanced internally. So like, you know, for Valandia, they all kind of similarly have the same, Britannia have the same settlements and so on. But yeah, this is a really kind of cool defensive faction in the north, I really think. The blue faction, the De Garuta, I am Groot. Yeah, these guys up here, they have two kind of very defensible mountain fortresses. They hold the pass there, and it'll be quite hard for the Valandians to break them. So this would definitely probably be one of my factions. If I was going to play Valandia, I think I would go with these guys in the north. They also have 4 settlements and a handful of castles as well. Actually, no, they have... Oh yeah, they're actually the more powerful faction. They have four actual cities. Interesting. I guess because this has been expanded, I'm pretty sure from the Valandia expanded, they managed to get themselves on that. Britannia themselves are a fairly strong kind of condensed faction. There are 2 factions in Britannia, them both having about 4 cities each, and then a bunch of castles just all over Britannia. So yeah, seeing who comes out on top there will be very interesting. Down in the south, we do have... are you Imperial? Yeah, you are Imperial. We have the Western Empire. Oh, yeah, he has all of this as well. Yeah, we have the Western Empire and the pre-existing Western Empire, so they've been split into 2. In the north, we also have the same, so the Northern Empire and the Northern Empire right here. And, I mean, whoever holds this settlement is probably going to be the stronger of the 2 because it is just such a valuable one. It gets you so much money. Yeah, I think this faction here... is going to definitely dominate that because owning both these cities will give them a lot of money they can spend on mercenaries and troops. Sturgeon have also been split up. I mean, again, this would be a fun faction to play, and this is one of the things I'm just loving about this mod is, like, there's just so many, like, just with it changing up the way the settlements do work, like, it's already so much more exciting. Like, there's so many factions. I'm like, oh yeah, I'd love to play that faction. I'd love to play as this one. As you obviously go into the Kuzites as well. I guess because we don't have so many cities in the Kuzites, and I guess this is pre-existing Sturgeon and eventually falls to the Kuzites. Yeah, you can see that, yeah. So the Kuzites are going to be super scary. They're pretty well compacted. I imagine they still have a ton of lords as well. If we go over here, yeah, they still have a ton of lords, and they're pre-existing ones, so they're going to be high tiers as well, which is going to be scary. Down in the desert, we do have several more settlements as well, which is kind of nice. I'm pretty sure this settlement is not here, and you got a new castle as well. Yeah, there's been a lot of like additions added to the desert down here, and again, it's definitely worth it for sure. Adds in some really cool settlements. Especially one like this as well, with this awesome bridge over to the settlement itself. Yeah, so that's basically going to be it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly load up into the campaign of the Eagle Rising mod, and I'll show you guys that really quickly, because you obviously change up the campaign, and that's probably one of the more popular mods right now. This mod does also work with the Calradia Awakens as well, but you have to follow a specific load order, which again, I'll link this mod down below in the description, so you can go ahead and read the description, and that'll tell you everything you need to know. But yeah, if you're looking to play with Eagle Rising, which is the Roma mod, or Calradia Awakens, they both do work with this mod. So again, just spice up the campaign. Okay, so we're back in the campaign, but I just loaded up the Roman mod, and as you can see, the Roman mod just replaces the pre-existing factions with the Romans. So we've got down here in the south, the Julii, which you can see right here, or they're called the Western Empire, I guess the names are a little bit messed up, but the clan is called the Julii. So either way, it does work, even if they're not necessarily the same. Then we obviously have the Scipii, and then we finally have the Brutii in the north. So as you can see, the mod does work completely. So if you want to play as the Julii and just go around conquering people, you definitely can do so, and I'll obviously also show you that the units are here as well. The mod is recommended to go ahead and use easy recruitment because there's so many new lords. As you can see already, the recruitment pool is completely taken away. So yeah, they do recommend go ahead and making it just so that you can recruit more. Obviously with 300 more lords, everyone's going around recruiting pretty hectically, so yeah, it obviously makes sense that you do play on the easier difficulty. But here you go, the Romans are here. And I am actually using one of the older Roman patches as well for my save. But you can see the legionaries ready to move in, and they look, yeah, obviously awesome. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and use this mod, I think I don't know, I've just done a Roman campaign. I was thinking about maybe doing another campaign with this mod, and maybe not playing as the Romans, maybe playing as like Valandia or someone and coming in and fighting. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Obviously, as I said, this does also work with Calradia Awakens. So if you want to play with the High Elves or the weird like Stargate people in the south, or the Dark Elder or whatever, definitely recommend it. It'd be also really cool as well if this works with the Game of Thrones mod as well. I'm not sure if it does, but it would be very cool to see. I mean, actually, I suppose Game of Thrones doesn't need it because everything's already split up. But either way, I won't make this video too long as I've been rambling on long enough. If you guys do enjoy this, make sure you do go ahead and drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know if there's any specific mods you want to go ahead and see me do next. There are a few mods actually. But I do actually think I have installed on this. No, I don't actually have it installed on this campaign. There's a battleground mod that adds in like AKs and stuff. They don't really work very well, but it's still funny nonetheless to have them in and start shooting. Or maybe it does. Fire pots? No, boulders? No, no, they're not in the game. So anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, make sure you drop a like and a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.